Prospect Park in Brooklyn. New York City literally grew around it. It was a space that was used long before the Brooklyn Bridge was built. Generations of New Yorkers have deposited history there. Associates of Tammany Hall, know-nothings, flappers, and even the super hip, who have taken over the park these days and installed doggy water fountains.
Really? Doggy water fountains?
Really, doggy water fountains.
Seriously?
But like I was saying, this park has a lot of history. And today, we're going to metal detect it. I'm going to break up games of cornhole, ultimate frisbee, and 30-something freeze tag to pull history from Brooklyn. If Beck himself is standing over an Indian head, I'm going to tell him, "Get out of my way, brah." Because digging history is that important. Prospect Park is a great place. Just don't drink too much because...
You have to pay for a toilet. Dude, I just used the bushes. Well, I am back to Prospect Park. This time I'm doing it alone. The guys were all busy this weekend, and, I get that. It'll just give me a good guilt trip in the future. But today, I'm at Prospect. Hope I'd be satisfied with the same luck as I had last time. Anytime you pull something from the 1800s or before, it's great. So we'll see how we do today. First signal, is a Jefferson nickel. Well, here we go already. Second signal, see that right there, 1 cent. We got a Indian head penny, I believe. Yeah, 1 cent.
All right, hold the phone on this coin. This cleaned up beautifully, absolutely magnificently. I have a little bit more cleaning to go, as you can see, but all of the details are really, really intact. This is perhaps one of the most beautiful coins that I ever found. I've definitely found older, but in terms of finding stuff where you really don't have to do anything to clean it, this is one of the best.
So today, instead of going for my my usual, I'm trying to get $1,000 in clad by the end of the year. We're going to take a break from that. I did that last time, and I was still wound up with 4 Indian heads. But let's put it this way: digging clad when you know it's clad, that's takes time. So we're going to try to triage that a little bit. Got a signal that intrigued me, but unfortunately it's just a bottle cap. Broken up penny, but again, the philosophy today is if it's deep, I dig it. Yep, that's it.
10 seconds later.
Alright, I'm a clad whore. This was surface, I couldn't resist. Darn it, Merrill.
Let me explain a little bit on why I am a clad whore. I've got this series called Becoming a Millionaire Metal Detecting, which on the last day of every month I do a video update. And every bit of clad that I find gets invested in the stock market. So I get a quarter signal. I can't ignore that, come on.
Look at how smart the park mode is on this. Listen to the sounds. The higher ones, you can tell it's higher numbers. To me, that's really smart programming. One, you have, if it's a really surface signal, you get a double beep. And you get a, if it's a high number like 30, it's a much higher beep. So you don't even have to look at the screen. It's just really smart programming. Here I go with abandoning the game plan already, but again, this was surface. It took me 2 seconds to get, so got a quarter. Well, look at this. I got a printing block, it looks like, and this was surface, so it's a good thing that I mean, just below the surface. But, if I went in only digging deep signals, I wouldn't have gotten this. And I remember the ring that Jonathan got last week, so, I'll just have to triage the signals. Well, there's the other problem with getting deep signals. You could get a few of these. I dug 3 pull tabs, which I edited out. Now I got a quarter. This was surface. 50 cent. Well, we got ourselves a Wheatie. First Wheatie of the day, and it looks like the date 1957. Maybe 37. Oh well. Yeah, with what I'm trying to do today, this is inevitable. I'm going to get a lot of these. I'm going to filter it on camera. I'm going to edit it out of the video, but going to be digging a lot of these. This is an example of what I'm looking for. Deep 12, 13 signals. 2 of them, actually. Nothing else around them. First one, 1954, Jefferson nickel. And let's get that second one. Second was a bottle cap. Carabiner, I could actually use this. That's really cool.
Questions that perplex the universe. Why are they called carabiners? Are they from the Caribbean?
Oh, I'm really excited about this one. Old button. Look at this. See some green on it. Probably copper. That's really cool. Can't wait to clean this up. Might have bent it a little bit. Darn it, Merrill. But it might have also been like that. But I'm really excited about this one.
So here's a close-up of the button, and let me just, there's no way to reframe this. I was disappointed with how it cleaned up. It was very, very fragile. You see the hole in it. You really can't get too much information from it. Still, I enjoyed finding it.
Another Jefferson nickel. Got Wheatie number 2. Got a dime. This one was not surface, though. Another dime. Quarter surface. Look at what this says. I think it's a dog tag, but it might belong to Mr. Indiana Tones. His name is Lou. Dime. Quarter. Quarter. Another quarter. Yet another quarter.
And if you were going to take an educated guess on what the next coin that I pull is, it would be...
Yet another quarter. Found someone's house keys. Quarter. It's a mystery square. What is it? I don't know. Another quarter. Another 50 cents. Quarter. All right, this is a weird one, but it's plausible. This is a wheat cent. This was a surface find. I mean, you still find them in circulation, but rarely. Still, number 3 of the day for Wheaties. So that's good. Quarter. Another quarter. Quarter. 50 more cents. Darn it, people, would you stop dropping the quarters? I'm trying to get to the Indian head pennies. 35 more cents. Well, this seems to be interesting and old.
It's not, it's plastic, you fool! Plastic!
Okay, here we go. 1925, first silver of the day. Maybe that's 1920. I think that's 1920. Sweet. Rang up as a 27. I will remember that.
So here's a close-up of the mercury dime. As you can see, it's a 1920. But what this is in here, I'm not sure. Is that a V or is that an M? I know there's a Vegas mint, but that was before. That was much later, rather. And it's more likely something probably wore off. But it's in decent condition. Here's the back of it. You could see some of the letters have worn away, but still, it's silver and it's in pretty decent condition. You can see the details.
Quarter. Remember, only you could prevent coin pollution.
The following is a public service announcement from CLAD. What have you done in your life to combat coin and jewelry pollution? Each year, our parks and beaches become polluted with coins, jewelry, and relics that are dropped at an alarming rate by the people that use these places. Pull tabs and bottle caps too, but the cleanup's a lot less dangerous. Sadly, it has affected the foliage and wildlife, in each region that this pollution has occurred. Thankfully, there's a heroic segment of our population that has looked to counter this problem. Metal detectorists. These brave men and women spend hours of their own life cleansing parks, rivers, and oceans from centuries of human debris. I implore you, yes you, who are watching this video, to stop dropping coins and jewelry. Wait, no, I don't mean that. To stop dropping pull tabs and bottle caps and leave the coin and jewelry cleanup to the heroic metal detectorists. Perhaps the next time that you see one, you should thank him or her. Or invite them to cleanse your yard. I'm pretty sure they'll say yes. It's a hero thing. This message was brought to you by CLAD, the Society of Cleaning and Detecting. Thank you. We now return to our usually scheduled programming.
Quarter. I seem to have found an old key lock. There we go. Quarter. Oh man. Look at this. Quarter. I'm going to try to wrap this up pretty soon. I want to get one more really good find, at least. Quarter. Got a dollar coin and a quarter. Also got a blister opening up, so this might be it. But let's see what else. Another quarter. Another quarter. Another quarter. Another quarter. You might have guessed it. Quarter.
So I was getting tired and my hands were all blistered, so it was time to call it a day. But as you can see, in terms of being explored, we are just scratching the surface of this place. It is quite a gem right in the middle of Brooklyn. And I plan to be back very, very soon. So let's do a quick wrap-up of all of the stuff that I found. And after seeing so many quarters pulled, I'm sure you want to know how much I pulled for the day in total. So this was the haul from Prospect Park. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11, 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 and quarter cents. So 11.25, 11.24 we'll call it. I've got the plate here, which is a pretty cool printing plate. I wonder which way is forwards and backwards. I'll have to think about that, but like that. The carabiner. This was my favorite find of the day. Last time I was there, I pulled 4, but none were the quality of this. This had to have been a fresh drop right after it was minted, because this is just gorgeous. It just stayed intact for all these years. I have the button here, the dog tag, which is strangely heavy. I mean, it's golden in color, but who would get a gold dog tag? It's not gold. Merrill, don't be. Come on, man. 1920 Mercury dime, and the 3 wheat pennies, which, as you can see, did not have the same fate as the Indian head penny. This one is older. This is from the 1880s. It was 1884. These ones are all minted in the 20th century, and they just, they're all corroded. So this is kind of a miracle that it stayed the way that it did. Anyway, that is what we found. Oh, and here, the exploded Matchbox car. Look at this thing. Yikes. The lock, the keys, the square, which, I don't know, it's a nut of some sort. All sorts of bottle caps and pull tabs. And now that's it. That's everything we found. Thank you, everybody, for watching.